What narcissists expect to happen after discard, what they want to see after they cast you away. Everyone. Today we delve into the deep and unsettling realm that unfolds after the demise of a relationship with a narcissist. In a rational and ordinary world, when a relationship disintegrates, we often navigate the familiar terrain of hurt, anger, and eventual healing. These emotions are acknowledged, processed, and eventually pave the way for personal growth and the hope of a brighter future. Such is the trajectory one expects in a conventional relationship. In the presence of a narcissist, the fabric of normalcy unravels, leaving behind shattered fragments of what once was. These individuals define the boundaries of conventional human emotions and empathetic responses. Remorse and authentic transformation are whimsical notions, elusive fantasies that only exist to fulfill their insatiable narcissistic desires. Furthermore, any hope of the narcissist prioritizing the well-being of others is swiftly extinguished as the relationship descends into the depths of darkness. In the face of this grim reality, let's embark on an intriguing journey into the depths of this subject matter, peering into the enigma that is the narcissistic psyche. Number 1. The Sinister Desires of Narcissists. Ah, behold the wicked desires that simmer within the hearts of narcissists as a relationship reaches its bitter demise. Their foremost aspiration: to dismantle the core of your being, leaving you ensnared in their clutches. Picture it: a majestic structure stripped of its solid foundation, crumbling helplessly to the ground. Such is the malicious intent of narcissists: to obliterate your sense of self and dismantle your belief system. Tragically, this destructive process commences from the very moment they step into your life. While most seek love and support from their chosen partners, narcissists, driven by an insatiable hunger for dominance, revel in dismantling your essence. They methodically chip away at your self-worth and confidence, reducing you to mere fragments. Nothing brings a narcissist greater satisfaction than witnessing their target ensnared in a state of powerlessness and negativity, long after the relationship has ended. Now, let us delve into the intricacies of this malevolent plot within the twisted realm of a narcissistic relationship. At the onset, they stealthily pilfer the very essence of your identity. They either co-opt your distinct attributes as their own or systematically crush them by sowing chaos around your passions and interests. As a result, by the culmination of the relationship, you find yourself unrecognizable, a mere shadow of your former self. It dawns on you like a chilling revelation. I have lost touch with my authentic self, you confess with a heavy heart. And when questioned about your true identity, you can only respond with a poignant lament. I can describe the person I have become, but who I once was remains a haunting enigma. Such is the sorrowful truth that befalls those ensnared by narcissistic manipulation. Number 2. The Battle of Identities. Amidst the twisted complexity of narcissistic entanglements, a fierce clash rages within the minds of survivors. A distinct division emerges, separating their pre-narcissist persona from the person they morphed into after enduring the toxic encounter. However, for those unfortunate souls raised under the menacing shadow of narcissistic parents, this distinction blurs into a nebulous haze. They carry the burden of a perpetual struggle, ceaselessly seeking their authentic selves, perpetually suppressed and denied the freedom to exist genuinely. Yet, when the toxic relationship inevitably unravels, an extraordinary metamorphosis begins. Empowerment takes root, birthing newfound agency within the survivor's being. The expanse of their transformation unfolds in breathtaking beauty, eradicating the once limiting beliefs instilled by the narcissist. In their place, empowering truths take hold. I'm deserving. I'm complete. I'm loved. I'm extraordinary. The impact of this inner revolution is profound, rattling the very core of the narcissist's self-perception. As they witness the emergence of a thriving, indomitable individual, their dominion crumbles into dust. Alas, the narcissist harbors a perverse pleasure in the tragic havoc wreaked upon the survivor during the relationship. They nurse bitter resentment towards any manifestation of progress or happiness the survivor attains. For the narcissist, moving forward is unfathomable, and the survivor's pursuit of joy becomes a direct threat to their authority, igniting a toxic obsession to witness further self-destruction fueled by those disempowering beliefs. Yes, the twisted cravings of malignant narcissists know no boundaries. Their second dark wish? To ensnare you within their twisted existence, mirroring the distorted reality they call their own. These narcissists, you see, do not live authentically. They wear masks, facades carefully crafted to impress others. Genuine personal growth and goodness elude them, replaced by a relentless pursuit of superficial validation. However, deep within, they are keenly aware of the potential for genuine authenticity that resides within their targets, perhaps a potential you haven't fully realized yourself. But rest assured, they are well aware, and they will stop at nothing to entrap you within their hollow personas. How do they achieve this sinister goal? It unfolds gradually, my friend. They insidiously strip away your autonomy, free will, and the right to be true to yourself. Every time you dare to express an opinion or assert your individuality, they shame you. The reverberations of this shame resonate deep within your nervous system, leaving you feeling unsafe in your own skin. Speaking your mind, being authentic, becomes a treacherous endeavor. The sense of inner security erodes, and with it, your true self slips further away. Instead, a facade emerges, an artificial projection molded by the narcissist's influence. This is not the same illusion they present to the world. It is a far more insidious creation. This false self arises from fear and manipulation, a defense mechanism to navigate the treacherous labyrinth they have woven around us. It is a painful departure from authenticity, driven by the need to survive amidst the narcissist's relentless grasp. Number 3. The paradox of self. Within the intricate folds of complex post-traumatic stress disorder, CPTSD, a prevailing concept emerges, the enigmatic notion of the protective self. This construct, coined by the resilient community, diverges from our authentic core, disguising itself in a captivating guise fashioned by the traumas we have endured. In stark contrast to the narcissist's void of authenticity, our protective self arises as a formidable defense mechanism, born from the ashes of our past anguish. It manifests through the prism of trauma responses, enshrined within the intricate tapestry of fight-or-flight modes. Often mistaken as intrinsic personality traits, these responses find their roots in the profound wounds inflicted upon us by life's unforgiving trials. As time elapses, we unwittingly find ourselves entangled within the web of these trauma-induced reactions, gradually accepting them as the very essence of our being. Surrendering to the insidious clutches of people-pleasing tendencies, we sacrifice our true selves on the altar of societal expectations. This departure from authenticity, this bleak detour from our genuine essence, becomes the treacherous path we tread, leading us deeper into the cryptic labyrinth of the protective self. In the depths of our being lies a dormant essence obscured by the protective self. It acts as an armored shield, distancing us from our inherent worth, burying our deepest desires, and concealing our authentic nature. This paradox holds us captive, preventing us from living in alignment with our true selves, obscuring the brilliance that lies within. Breaking free from this paradox requires embarking on a daunting and courageous journey. We must unravel the tightly woven layers of the protective self, one by one, peeling back the armor that conceals our authentic essence. It is a process of rediscovery, a deliberate exploration of our core, as we release the chains of trauma and embrace our rightful place in the world. From this place of authenticity, we transcend the confines of the past, embracing our genuine desires and embracing our inherent worth. It is only by reclaiming our true selves that we can forge a path of purpose and fulfillment, leading us to a life that resonates with our soul's deepest calling. Number 4. Entrapped in the Narcissists Web. Oh, how adept narcissists are at ensnaring us within the intricacies of their deceitful web. They derive perverse satisfaction from keeping us bound to our false selves, preventing us from embracing our true authenticity. Why should we be genuine if they cannot? One of their menacing strategies involves cunning manipulation, painting us as the problem while masquerading as the innocent victim. Long before we discern the toxic dynamics at play, the groundwork for this twisted perception is laid, whether we eventually break free or are discarded from the relationship. When we dare to voice our truth, diligently seeking to validate our innocence, the narcissist gleefully relishes in this scenario. They understand that engaging in a battle of manipulation with them is a fruitless endeavor. Their comprehension of how to contort and warp reality to their advantage is unwavering. By coaxing us into fixating on proving ourselves, they successfully divert our attention from our own lives, ensnaring us further within their web of deception. Our thoughts, energy, and emotions become consumed, a never-ending feast for the narcissist's insatiable hunger for narcissistic supply. Positive or negative reactions matter little to them. As long as the spotlight remains fixated on their narcissistic desires, contentment washes over their twisted souls. Number 5. Rediscovering your true essence. Within the suffocating grip of the narcissist, your world revolved around them, draining your energy and leaving little room for self-care. Your relentless efforts to prove your worth, desperate for their validation, only served to reinforce the web in which you were trapped. This destructive cycle obstructed your ability to live for yourself, leaving your sense of self invalidated, manipulated, and bewildered. The narcissist thrived on your isolation and loneliness, perpetuating your suffering. But here's the truth: you hold the power to break free. So, how do you avoid falling into the destructive patterns they laid out? Rejecting these toxic traps is essential. Shield yourself, and here are some suggestions to guide you. Firstly, understand that time alone cannot mend the shattered foundation of your identity. The gaslighting and manipulation have distorted your soul, inner self, and authentic essence. Reclaiming your true self calls for an active pursuit of healing and embarking on a journey of self-discovery. It's time to restore and reconcile with the genuine core that has been marred by the tactics of the narcissist. Cutting toxic individuals from our lives is undeniably crucial, for we must not allow those who seek to dismantle us to retain any influence over our well-being. However, the mere passage of time cannot bridge the chasm between who we once were before the toxic relationship and the person we have now become. Time alone cannot mend the wounds trauma has inflicted upon our nervous system, permeating both our conscious and subconscious realms. These wounds persist, demanding our attention and intervention. They do not simply vanish with the ticking of the clock. Therefore, it is imperative that we wholeheartedly commit to the essential inner work required for healing and restoration. Healing from the profound trauma inflicted by a toxic individual demands an active role on our part. It necessitates delving deep into the recesses of our being, courageously unearthing the pain that resides within and confronting it head-on. Time alone cannot heal these wounds. We must proactively address the profound impact the toxic relationship has had on our minds and hearts, gradually unraveling its hold over us. This journey of self-discovery, self-compassion, and self-growth may involve therapeutic intervention, introspection, and seeking support from trusted confidants who can guide us along the path to healing. Tearing down the walls of our protective self is not an instantaneous process. It cannot be achieved through a flick of a switch or a single moment's realization. It requires a patient and gradual journey of healing the deep-seated wounds of trauma, reclaiming our inner power, and embracing agency over our lives. True healing and transformation demand time, dedication, and consistency. It is through unwavering commitment and a sustained effort over a significant duration that the teachings and practices can penetrate our subconscious, affecting lasting shifts within us. This is not a process to be rushed or taken lightly. It calls for immense patience, self-compassion, and the willingness to confront the wounded parts of ourselves with unwavering authenticity. Number 6. Unraveling the illusion and inner transformation. This journey encompasses more than acquiring knowledge about navigating life after narcissistic abuse, adopting the right mindset, or comprehending appropriate responses. It surpasses mere intellectual understanding. For even armed with wisdom and reasoning, we may still find ourselves impeded from translating that knowledge into action. Have you ever experienced a peculiar sensation where you possess a clear vision of what needs to be done and how to do it, yet your body seems to resist, as if pulled back by an invisible force? If so, take solace, for you are not alone in this struggle. Trapped within the confines of our protective mode, our bodies unwittingly perpetuate the work of the narcissist. They hinder us from taking actions aligned with our conscious desires due to the fear of encountering shame, insults, or abandonment from those we anticipated would love and support us. Our bodies react by triggering discomfort, often labeled as procrastination. In reality, this resistance stems from our body's innate wisdom, its way of expressing, "I do not feel safe to proceed." Consequently, we remain ensnared within the defensive mode until we wholeheartedly embrace the profound inner work necessary for our transformation. In the depths of introspection, we unearth the origins of our protective mechanisms, gaining insight into the wounds they shield. This journey within reveals the key to unlocking our true potential and reclaiming our autonomy. Through tender self-care, therapy, and introspection, we embark on a transformative path of healing. As we mend our fragmented parts and dismantle the false self, our authentic core is reborn, breaking free from the narcissist's grasp. Empowerment awaits as we nurture our bodies, minds, and spirits, forging a profound journey of self-discovery and growth. Herein lies a secret the narcissist fervently hopes remains concealed. You are not obliged to prove yourself to anyone. The strength of your self-belief far transcends the significance of 100 others' validation. Relying on external approval breeds insecurity, as it is prone to the unpredictable shifts and vanishing whims of others. Once you tap into the wellspring of your inner validation, the opinions of others hold inconsequential weight. While it is delightful to have external validation, it no longer forms the foundation of your worth. Whether or not others believe in you becomes inconsequential, for your unwavering self-belief becomes the cornerstone of your existence. In the aftermath of the discard, the narcissist yearns for one thing above all else: to maintain their hold over you. However, by reclaiming your power and resolutely refusing to be ensnared once more, you embark on a journey of incredible self-empowerment. The narcissist's grasp weakens, while you embrace a new chapter of personal growth and liberation. Thank you for investing your time in watching this enlightening video. If you found it valuable, kindly remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more transformative content. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos. Until next time, let the profound healing commence.